This is problem 3.15 from Brigham and Houston Fundamentals of Financial Management, Concise 9th edition. You're given an income statement, and the CEO wants to see higher sales, and he wants to forecast a net income of $2,100,000. Okay, so if what's going to happen is some of these costs go up with the level of sales, and some of the things go up independently of sales. But what you're asked to do is forecast through here and come up with a new value that whatever the new value of sales, all right, let's say that we forecast 15 million in sales. The operating costs are going to go up by automatically because sales go up, so it's forecast to be 55% of sales given in the problem. Depreciation and amortization and interest expense are expected to increase by 6%. Okay, so that times 1.06, the depreciation and amortization goes up, and the interest goes up by the same amount. Taxes at 40%. All right, so 15 million is too much. Let me go down to, so I could keep solving for this until I got to 2,100,000. I'll show you the solver function. Now, you won't have this normally. You can solve this with a pencil, and I'll do that the hard way after this. If I want to use solver, I can actually set this objective function cell equal to a value of $2,100,000, and solver is going to change cell D4, which is the sales amount, and it's just going to iteratively change that around until it comes up with an answer that meets my criteria. And tell it to go, and we come up with an answer that's slightly off. So sometimes, oops, let me start with a lower number. And you can reset those things to be a little bit more precise. The answer is 11,782,222. Subtract 55% from that, you get 5,302. Subtract the depreciation and amortization, which are 6% higher. Subtract the interest, which is 6% higher. Subtract 40% of what's left over for taxes, and you get $2.1 million. Let's walk through this, though, using our God-given algebra talent. Whatever that new number is, it's going to, let's call it X. So whatever I do here, whatever I come up with sales, the new level of sales is X. Operating costs are going to be 55X, which means that EBITDA will be 45X. Okay, it would be X minus 0.55X. If the depreciation and amortization are equal to 1,200,000 times 1.06, okay, so that's the new depreciation and amortization are 6% higher. Which will give me a new EBIT of X minus, I'm going to go ahead and solve through that. That'd be 0.45X. X minus 0.55X is 0.45X minus 1,272,000. The interest expense is going up to 530,000. So now taxable income would be 0.45x minus all that, minus 530,000 and 1272000 plus 530,000. So let me simplify through and do through all my numbers here. That'd be 1,802,000. All right, taxes are 40%, so that would be equal to that times 40%. Okay, I'll subtract that out from the whole. That means net income is all that mess times 60%. Okay, so and 0.45 times 0.6. There we go. So that would be the net income after multiplying through is 0.27x minus 108,121,200. Okay. And so that amount also has to be equal to $2.1 million though. So that's equal to 2,100,000. So if I set this equal to $2,100,000, then it's just an algebra problem. So I subtract the 2,100,000, so that minus that, it'd be 0.27x is equal to 2,100,000 plus 108,120, and so equals that plus that. So it's 0.27x is equal to 318,120. So x would be equal to 318,120 divided by 0.27. That divided by 0.27, and that gives me the same answer that I got up here. Now, remember when I use solver in here, it automatically sets up to do this. So if I take the answer I got down here, which is 11,782,222, minus 55% of that's 45% less, minus 1,272,000, minus 530,000 gives me taxable income of $3.5 million, and take away the taxes, it's $2.1 million. Of course, I could also just backed up to here. Another way of doing this is I start here at 2,100,000. If the tax rate's 40%, then divide by 1 minus the tax rate, get to there. I knew that this number is 530,000, so add that back, and this is the way we were doing a bunch of the other problems. And so if I know that this is 45% of sales, then I can just take that number and divide it by 0.45, and it'll come up with the right number. So I could have done this a couple of different ways. It's all algebra. We've seen this multiple different ways. Doing it with a pencil is just as easy as doing it in a spreadsheet. But the good news is with the spreadsheet, you got multiple ways of doing it and doing it fairly quickly. Plus, you have some built-in functions that'll help you to do this in Microsoft Solver.